Forgive us. We're messes. We just traveled all day. Hi.
Hi.
Oh, he's doing his exercises. We just traveled all day. We knew we were going to come home to our new bed, which is standing out there in the hallway. I have to tell you that I will have contact with QVC on Monday because it arrived ripped. First of all, it wasn't in a box. It was just wrapped in plastic, and it arrived ripped and stained because where it was ripped, it was exposed to the elements. So I just need it to be on my bed now. So I don't know if they'll discount me or something. But I'm very disappointed. I usually have had really good experiences with them. So what we're gonna do is Jim started to strip this bed already. We're going to strip this bed, just stand the mattress up against those two cabinets for tonight because we're both really tired and we just want to get this bed on and made and sleep and just get some sleep. And then tomorrow we can do all the things that need to be done. Okay, so here we go. Now, I would like to let everybody know that the QVC customer service was absolutely fantastic. The lovely lady that I spoke to there, I started off by saying, I am very upset, but I'm not going to take it out on you because you just work in customer service. Because you work in customer service. So, yeah. Now, this queen size mattress, I think you guys have been around for a while. This was the one from our guest room. We used it temporarily because we had trouble getting this mattress, and finally it got here while we were away, and it was a disaster. And then Mom had trouble getting it in, and I asked a friend to come over, and I said it should be good. It should be in a box with a couple of handles, and of course it wasn't. You saw the picture in the beginning. It was just a big old pile of crud in plastic. And honestly, I wouldn't have even taken it out of the wrapper if I did not need to sleep on it. I promise. So one thing I will tell you, when Jimmy was putting the bed together, the platform bed together, he did say he had trouble snapping in some of the slats. So what he has done since is tried to go back and snap in whatever he could that felt like it got loose once we took the mattress off. Now, when we took the mattress off, some popped out, and then when we went and you'll see, well, you won't really get to see it actually. When we go and plop the new mattress on, a couple will pop off again. But right now he's just fixing it. What I was trying to say to him was the queen size mattress was a little longer. I don't know if you know, queen size mattresses are actually longer than king size. King size are just wider. So the way we had the frame set up for the queen, we had to adjust it for the king. All right. So now it's just a matter of getting it on and opening it up. Now, normally these are relatively easy to do. They usually have instructions. When I purchased this off of the QVC website, they had an actual demonstration video that showed that it actually came with like a little razor type thing, like, you know, those like mail openers that are like plastic and have the hidden razor in them. It looked like that, and it looked like you would just zip the plastic. I was so excited to get it, and of course, obviously you can imagine my disappointment when I actually got home and saw it. So as Jim struggles with the queen size mattress, we were going to go ahead and try to put the king on. Now, because he was so tired, and I don't want to say I can't figure out why. He sleeps in the car. So he basically had like a 10-hour nap, but he was still tired. Maybe getting out and going to the bathroom 6 times makes you tired. I don't know. But I was asking him, could we just please slide that king out to the hallway? Because after all, this is my first time sleeping in this room. As you remember, he's been sleeping on the queen mattress while I was in the guest room with Lisa. So I really wanted to make it as that tranquil space that he had had for so long by himself. I wanted to be able to enjoy that on my first night, but of course we had difficulties. So we just ended up sleeping with that mattress there and a whole big pile of junk in the corner. So, yeah. My method of putting this on, I suggested to him that he lay it onto the couch and then we both lift up the end and slide it onto the frame. He wasn't having that. He wanted to do it this way. So I said, whatever you want to do, sweetheart. And what's really weird about these mattresses, the IKEA one as well, is they wrap the front of the mattress out, which you'd think that when you're unrolling something, the part that's going to go towards the bottom should be out, so it could naturally unroll like you would roll the inside, the outside, the top on the inside, just to make it easier to unroll. But I guess for presentation reasons, maybe, so people can know what they're getting. I don't really know. But both of these are rolled with the tops of the mattress inside. And perhaps it does have to do with the fact that, like, the way the mattress takes a few days to flatten out completely. Maybe they don't want you to have to like have curled up feet and heads or something. I don't really know. It laid pretty flat the first time. It just tells you that the IKEA mattress anyway tells you it takes 72 hours for it to become fully flattened and expanded. But you can sleep on it right away. So Lucid didn't have that instructions. Well, maybe they did, but it didn't come. I didn't get any instructions. So that could possibly be the reason why as well. So basically what we're doing is we're just trying to figure out the best way to do this. Jim and I have never gotten a mattress like this before. We've never had a bed that wasn't delivered, or we didn't pick it up ourselves or something. So this is the first time we've ever had to unroll a mattress at the same time as set it up. So we're trying to figure it out. He's trying to fix the slats, like I mentioned when we plopped that on there. The slats came loose, so they do snap in place when you lay on it. But again, he was sleeping on the queen on that side, on the right side of the screen. So the slats on the left side of the screen didn't really get popped into place properly. Okay, so that's what he's doing now. Once we get it all opened up, then we have to try to unwrap the plastic. Now, the one couple of good things I will say about this Lucid mattress, if you're a person who likes a squishy mattress, it's really a nice mattress. If you're the kind of person who's not morbidly obese or a plus size person, then it is probably a good mattress for you if you like it soft. It has a removable cover that you can wash, or it comes off. So if case there's anything you have to do to it, I guess, I don't know, but I mean, and the cover is nice, and there's just a lot of, it's got a cooling gel topper. It's just that really, it was really disappointing the way it was delivered, and it's just way too squishy for us. It's just really way too squishy for us. So we also set it up backwards, which we didn't realize until afterwards. It doesn't make a difference because it doesn't have zones like a Select Comfort or something. But you can see the zipper was at the bottom instead of over at the top. And it says Lucid on one corner, and it actually says it on the wrong corner. So that's how we knew it was backwards. So the silver lining is the mattress plastic was ripped, so it'd be easier just to start unpeeling it, right? So I told Jimmy, just start where it's already ripped. You might as well just start pulling it off. Now, it does have a perforation around it that came up, like, unzipped pretty easily. Not as quite as easy as the IKEA one will in a little bit. Well, in a little bit of the video. It was a couple of days later, but it did zip off pretty easily. The hardest part about this part, unlike the IKEA was much easier, was getting the plastic out from underneath without sliding any of those slats again or getting stuck on any of those rivets and that kind of thing. So I made a suggestion that Jim pull the mattress towards me and I can hang on to it. It's a little heavy because of the gel top and the springs, but really it's not even like it that it's that heavy. So I just had him lift it up towards me, and I said, just pull, and I will hold it back. He's really trying. I feel bad. He's really trying. Okay, there you go, hon. Come on, Jimmy, you got it. You got it. There we go. Slide it up. Slide it up. Get the plastic out. I need a rest. I will tell you, after a long day of a road trip, even a lousy mattress is better than no mattress at all. I'll tell you the truth. Also, we were not cooperating with each other very well after a long road trip also. So the bed frame, we had put these rubber feet. We got these rubber feet to put under the bed frame from Amazon, and then it made it hard to move the frame. The frame wasn't in the right place for this mattress. We had to pull it out because the headboard We didn't accommodate for the headboard when we put the frame down, basically. He had tucked it under the headboard instead of leaving room for the mattress. So this is me holding the mattress back while he pulls the plastic off. And that was really what worked out the best for us. Okay. Now I mentioned earlier, not earlier. I didn't mention earlier at all. I'm so sorry. I will mention now that I purchased this from QVC for a few reasons. First of all, I'm a Q card holder member, so I'm able to put it onto FlexPay, which is basically, say, a payment of $179 a month, as opposed to trying to come up with the whole $700, $800 at a time. The other reason is because they ship it usually to your door, which again, if in hindsight, knowing that the shipping would have added so much extra and it would have been in such a lousy shape, what I have done in the past before is gone to Rent-A-Center or Aaron's. The reason we do that is because the installation is included in their purchase. Because you're technically renting to own, they'll set it up for you and everything for free as part of your rental agreement. But they also usually give you 90 to 120 days, same as cash. So if you can pay it off in 120 days, there's no interest, it's free installation and free shipping and stuff like that. So consider that if you have that in your area. They usually have a few manufacturers that each company works with. So you do have choices if you have both. Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Forgive the clicking ceiling fan. Just so you know, I tried to balance it, we tried to fix it. We can't figure out why it's even clicking, to be honest with you. But welcome back. I'm coming to you in the middle of this video for a few reasons. I wanted to tell you about my experience. The first thing is, this mattress is from Lucid. It was purchased on QVC. It came to us, as you see in the footage. The packaging was ripped. It was not in a box as it was stated on the website. The package was ripped. It had no instructions, no packing strip. It was just a mess. The delivery person had left it with the ripped side of the package on the ground. So basically, it's plastic wrapped. The plastic wrap was open on one end, and that's the end he decided to put on the ground. So the end is filthy. It's a little tattered. It had a rip in the plastic where it's got sort of like a water stain from when it rained. Sorry about that. So the mattress itself as well was not advertised properly, in my opinion. It was stated to be medium plush and with no reference. Oh, look at that hair fly away. I assumed that medium plush was the medium firmness, but it wasn't. It's between medium firmness and plush. So it's super soft. And when you're a big person, you can't. You basically create a hole. The other big problem that I had with it is they did say it was edged in memory foam or foam, and the foam is so weak. I actually fell out of bed the first night because I compressed the foam down so much that it just made a slide. Currently, I'm sitting on the edge of it and it feels very uncomfortable. I feel like I'm going to slide. So I've got my feet. We ended up putting a bath mat here because the bath mats have rubber on the bottom. And though I'm trying to avoid tripping hazards with rugs, I want to avoid falling out of the bed first and foremost. So what we ended up doing was, we had plans to go into IKEA to pick up the storage unit for the office. I think I mentioned before I was going to pick up another one like the one we have, except a different size and shape. Right, currently we have one that's 4x4, and we bought one that's 4x4, 4x4, and we bought one that's 3x4, so 3 rows by 4 rows, or 4 columns, or I guess depending on which way you turn it. Anyhow, pocus, that's not why we're here. While I was there, I was like, duh, IKEA sells really good mattresses. So actually on IKEA's website, they actually had a test that you take. I called QVC. They're going to give me a full refund for this. So I went onto the website. I figured it asked me my weight, Jimmy's weight, our sleeping positions, how much we toss and turn, how much we have pain, like all these different things. And they recommended a mattress for us, and we picked it up, and it was $399. So I said to Jimmy yesterday, the mattress from IKEA, the 2 storage units, because we picked up one for Lisa, and a bunch of other stuff that we got costs less than this mattress. Which is, in my opinion, a hunk of junk. So, not saying that Lucid mattresses aren't good, and they're not good for everybody. They're just not good for me and my honey. So we are going to get rid of this one and then set up the other one. So what you'll see, you've seen in the in this video, in whatever order that I put it in, you're going to see us assembling this opening this mattress and assembling it. Then you're going to see us moving it and then putting up the new one. So thank you all for your patience and kindness and listening to my story. And I will definitely give you a review on the IKEA mattress, because girl needs to get some sleep. You see these? See this luggage? She ain't traveling anymore. I'm just saying. Okay. Bye. Oh boy. What's less fun than setting up this mattress is moving it. I have to tell you the truth. It ended up being okay. We ended up just trying to figure out how to do it. Like I mentioned earlier in the voiceover, that it is a hybrid mattress. It is coils and gel and memory foam, basically. So you have the different varieties of substances that have different weights to them. I really do wish it was just firmer for us, because otherwise I would have really kept it. Even with the stains, I probably would have just got them to knock off one of the payments or something, because it really is like, it's got a lot of good qualities to it. It just really doesn't work for us. So what we ended up doing was, I suggested that we both get on one side and we try to stand it up. I suggested standing on the end. Let's stand it up against this wall, and then we can slide it. And Jim agreed. I think you could see on the right-hand side the stain where the plastic had ripped open and the rain had gotten on it. And down on the floor now is the stains from when where the bottom of the mattress was. So we're just going to stand it up against this wall, and then we're going to end up walking it out to our guest room, and we're going to put it on top of the old bed that we had in the guest room. It basically looks like a, how did Jimmy put it? Here, princess, find your pee, I think is the way he said it, because it ends up looking like a whole lot of bed. But it's just temporary. It's just so we can figure out exactly what we want to do with it. It's gently used, barely used. I think we're trying to donate it. There is a halfway house in the area. There is also a battered woman shelter. I'm going to see if either of them could use it. So that's probably what we'll end up doing with it. But Jim said, I'd rather keep this than the hard mattress we used to have. But then Lisa came and said, no, I like the hard mattress better. And I think the consensus is more people prefer the firm than the real squishy. They just gives you a little bit more support. We don't really have many very, very young people coming that need the squishy. It's mostly firm people, old people who need the firmness. Okay. So just to give you an idea of, that's what it looks like. It also almost engulfs the entire headboard in the guest room. So that's what it looks like for now. I think if any of the kids were to come, they would just be like so excited to be able to jump on a giant mattress, but it is what it is. So now we're going to have my He-Man Master of the Universe tells me to get out of the way, so I'm manning the camera. But the IKEA mattress is slightly less heavy, but very slightly less. But they did have 2 amazingly wonderful handles. They put these Velcro, super duper heavy duty Velcro straps with these basically handles on them. And I don't know if I mentioned this before, but IKEA, they refer to you as a coworker. They refer to their staff as coworkers because IKEA is self-serve. So anytime that there's somebody who works there, that they work there with you, I guess. So they tell you sometimes this is supposed to be a 2-man operation, but Jim was like, no, how are you going to help me? He always gets into this thing. He just wants to do it himself. But then I came and kissed his hands because his hands hurt. So he was like, I'm going to have to cut these straps. And I was like, well, check to see if they're Velcro. And they were. So then we were like, ooh, what can we use to carry with these Velcro straps? But then anyway, we just decided, like, how are we going to unroll it? So this particular mattress was taped. So basically, they didn't have plastic. They didn't have it shrunk wrapped in plastic and then wrapped in plastic after they rolled it. They shrunk wrapped it in plastic, rolled it, and then taped it. So we are trying to figure out how to get it untaped without ripping the plastic. And he was only 65% successful. But I told him, I said, it's not a big deal. We're unwrapping it anyway. Now, I will tell you one thing we did figure out this time, different than last time, was I suggested to him, and you'll see here in a second, to roll the part that's coming off first up to the top by the headboard. And then we'll actually roll out the part that's tucked underneath. And you'll see here in a second after we get scissors, because scissors help with the tape. Now, as you guys have been around for a while, you know Jim and I have a different way that we work. He finds logic in things that I don't, and I find logic in things that he doesn't. But we really do try to communicate the best we can to work together in the most successful way. So I actually suggested to him, don't undo that last piece. Let's roll the... I said, hold on, wait, don't, not yet. I said, don't do it, don't do it. He said, what? I said, no, don't do it all the way. He said, why? I said, roll it to the top. But wait, I'm just going to do this last piece. No, really, just roll it to the top first. It's really kind of, you have to laugh, because if you don't, you'll cry. If you can't, you have a difference of opinion with your husband. If you don't decide to laugh at each other and how goofy your life can be, then, what is it all about, really? If you can't have fun, choose joy. That's all. So I said to him just like this. I said, roll it up like this, and then you can reach under with the scissor. And you can pull that last piece of tape off. And then we'll have the bottom piece unroll out towards the footboard. Yep, just like that. Okay? You sure? Yep. Can we do it? Yep. Okay. Just lean it back a little bit. There you go. Can you do it? Okay. Do you need my help? Do you need my help? He's like, maybe. Just hold it from me. And we work together as a team if we communicate. I tell him all the time, I'm like, just talk to me. Tell me what you need. Tell me what you're thinking. I don't really care. I'm not like trying to be a 16-year-old girl, like, tell me what you're thinking. But just tell me if you have an idea, then we can work with your idea. Okay. So as you can see, that actually worked out really rather well. He reached under with the scissor, cut that last piece of tape, and then we unrolled it. Now, I mentioned that this mattress is perforated much better. The plastic is perforated much better than it did at the one from Lucid. Plus, it comes out underneath much easier as well. As you can see, it almost peeled away top to bottom as we were unrolling it, which was really great. We also have handles on it, which OMG, can I just tell you? Handles on a mattress, my whole life growing up, and then all of a sudden they stopped. But the IKEA mattress does. It has sort of like fabric handles that are sewn in to them, which makes it super duper easy. And now, of course, he's telling me, get out of the way. He's always telling me, just get out of the way, let me do it. So we were able to get the plastic off relatively easy, and now it's time to make the bed, just like it's time to make the donuts. If you guys don't have Dunkin' Donuts when you were growing up, then you have no idea what I'm talking about, so I'll stop. This particular sheet set says top, bottom, side, side, so we'll make sure we have it on right. If you're not familiar, king size is almost square. So you have to really, you can really mess it up easy, because I think it's usually I don't know, I want to say 76 by 78 maybe. So it's almost square, and it's really easy to get the sheets messed up. But I feel like working together to make a bed is always just makes such quick work of it. Now, I will tell you, I am a staunch advocate of a mattress pad. Mattress protector. IKEA was completely sold out of king size mattress protectors, which I was so in St. Louis, which I was like, so what? How? But that's just the way it is. So we're waiting for it to come back into stock. I might just go to Walmart and get one anyway, but we'll see. Jim just helped me get the sheet because this mattress is only 9 3/4 inch, about 10 inches deep, and they make sheets way deeper. We decided to put it around the frame instead of just under the mattress because the frame, this way we can protect ourselves from just hitting a little bit too hard or whatever, since we have plenty of room. I love that this mattress isn't so high. I'm really comfortable sitting in it. I'm really comfortable getting into bed. I really do appreciate it's high enough to stand up from easy, and it's low enough to sit. The old mattress we used to have was much too high for me to sit comfortably with my feet on the floor. I would have had to like dangle them or that type of thing. We washed our taupe colored blanket. It's the same color as our headboard, really. It's not really taupe. It's not really brown. It's that same color as the headboard. And it's on the clothesline as we currently are making this bed. So we decided just to leave it off for now. And then we're just going to make it pretty one time. Just one time. I said, please, can we just make it pretty one time? Because look, when it all comes down to it, Jim and I live in our house. We live in our home. We always have. We do like a bed made, but we don't need a bed catalog made every day. I know it means a lot to a lot of people. It does not to us. To us, it looks like a lot of trouble to fix our pillows to get back into bed every night. That's what it looks like to us. When I have company or I'm doing a video or a magazine shoot or whatever, then I will make it magazine pretty. But meantime, I don't need it to be magazine pretty on a daily basis. As long as it's clean and it's neat and it's comfortable to get into, you don't have to fight with your sheets or your blankets. That's all that matters to me. That is all that matters to me. Okay? So we're putting on fresh pillowcases. When we made this bed with the IKEA bed, we had just gotten the pillows from back from the trip. We didn't end up changing pillowcases. But we used the same sheets because, again, those sheets were just 2 days dirty from the IKEA, whatever. So we just put on the fresh pillowcases. I have 2 pillows plus a king. Jim has 3 pillows plus a king. So we have an extra pillowcase that's just plain white that we just use. I like these white pillowcases with gray ticking on them. I bought them I want to say I got them at Target a long time ago. But I just asked him, I'm like, can we just make it magazine pretty for a few minutes? And he's like, yeah, help me with my pillowcases and I'll help you make it magazine pretty. I said, okay. So, one of the things, again, I can do sitting down very comfortably. I could put pillowcases on pillows. I can fold laundry. I can do the things that I can do to help out around the best way that I can, especially when I'm injured. Whether I'm working on a daily limitations energy slump, or if I actually have an injury or a pain or something that I'm dealing with at the moment, I can do what I can do when I can do it. And I ask him to please let me help you when I can. I would really do appreciate that. So, putting pillows in pillowcases is definitely one of my favorite jobs. It is one of my favorite jobs. I make sure I do it where I can line up the corners and everything's nice and neat and settled, right? Okay. Now, one thing we always have kept on the end of our bed is this white quilt or a second quilt. For if it gets a little chilly at night, say the temperature decides it wants to drop and we're extra cold or whatever, we can always reach down and just pull up a secondary quilt, which is usually a tertiary blanket, because usually we have a sheet, a cotton blanket, a light quilt, and then a heavier quilt. That's usually what we keep. In the wintertime, we do a light quilt and a heavier comforter. Okay? But that's just usually all we have. So the way I like to fold my quilt at the end of my bed is to basically do what I consider an S fold. It's not really... But imagine you're going to lay the comforter on like you're going to make the bed. And I'm trying to get Jimmy just to fold it in thirds, and he's having a lot of trouble today for some reason, just a lot of trouble. So what I suggested to him was, let's just kick it old school. Instead of trying to fold it thirds, open it completely flat like you're going to make the bed with the quilt. Okay, and then you're going to take the top and you're going to fold it back so that you basically fold the quilt onto itself into thirds. So imagine if you're laying in bed all you have to do is pull that top edge up and you're completely covered with the quilt. That's all. And I'm sure this is something that a lot of people do. This isn't something I created or invented. This is just an easy way to do it. It's just, I find it really easy to do it. When I have this strength in my shoulders, I can even do it by myself, to just fold it in thirds and keep it on the end like that. Okay. So now we're just gonna, this is where he's giving into like, can I just make it pretty one time for the video? And he's like, all right, let me get you what you want. So we got a really cute set of pillows that were outside. We have some red check pillows. The pillow covers are from wish.com and they're just on some standard throw pillows. Then we have this little pillow that we got at the dollar store at Target that says Our Nest. And then this pillow in the middle I found at, I want to say it was TJ Maxx. This that says Love You More, and I really just do love it. And it's got red check on the back, so we put it on the couch like that, and that's it. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. I really want to thank you all for joining us and going through this journey with us. We really do appreciate the company. And if you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Share and like and all the things that really do help out our channel. Yeah, and as always, you guys take care. God bless, and we'll see you next time. Bye.